What's up everyone, this is MrKingLiam here, and today I'm bringing to you, as promised last week, I'm bringing to my deck profile of the, I'm bringing to the Harpie deck profile. So this features new support from the recent set Legendary Duelist 4, but it also contains some older reprints, and the extra deck is there. So it has been a while since I've done a physical deck profile, so I do apologise if like doesn't quite seem right. So first off, obviously, I'm running 3 of Harpie Performer. That's pretty much going to be a staple now at 3. This is your searcher, so it can be a +1, and if you have a level 5+ monster on the field, it can be also a +2, as long as it has the name Harpie Lady Sisters in the spell and trap. I'm also running 2 of Harpie Oracle. So this is a search from the graveyard, so this card becomes Harpie Lady when it's on the field or the graveyard. If you control level 5 or higher Harpie monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So that can help like with links and exceeds. If there's normal or special summons, you can add 1 spell trap from your graveyard to your hand, so it's a recovery card that specifically lists Harpie Lady Sisters and its text during the end phase of the turn. So one's a searcher from the deck and one's a searcher from the graveyard. Next up, I'm running 3 of Harpie Harpists. So this allows you to... it becomes Harpie Lady when it's on the field or the graveyard. Most of them have that. When this card norm summoned, you can add 1 wing beast type monster you control... Sorry, what was that? Other than this card, and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls return to the hand. So it's basically a way to clear problematic cards during the end phase. If this card in the graveyard was sent there this turn, you can add 1 level 4 wing beast type monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. So quick way to get Harpie Performer. Next up we have Harpie Queen. This was definitely a good reprint in Legendary Duelist 4. So it becomes Harpie Lady. I'm going to stop saying that because I think all of them do. You can discard this card, add 1 Harpie's Hunting Ground from your deck to your hand. So obviously I'm running those later. Next up, Harpie Channeler from, I believe, yeah, this was originally printed in Lord of the Tekken Galaxy and then reprinted in Mega Pack 14. Yeah, that's right. So you can discard 1 Harpie card, special summon 1 Harpie monster from your deck in face-up defense position, except Harpie Channeler. I believe that might include Harpie's Pet Dragon. I think you can only use this effect of Harpie Channeler once per turn. While you control a Dragon type monster, this card becomes level 7. If this card name becomes Harpie Lady once on the field, blah blah blah. Then we're getting to more of the speaking of dragons, I am actually running 2 of Harpie's Pet Dragon. I should actually mention that. And for the last of the Harpies, we're running 1 Harpie's Pet Dancer. Just helps in certain situations. That's why I'm only running 1. And finally, just as a tech card, I'm also running 1 Effect Veiler. So that's the monsters. Now for the spells. So first off, we're running 2 of Harpie's Feather Rest. So what this card basically does is you can target 3 Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters in the graveyard, shuffle them into your deck, and then draw 1 card. So it's a little bit of a recycling engine and draw card. If you control a level 5 or higher Harpie monster, when you activate this effect, you can draw 2 cards instead. For the rest of the turn, after this card resolves, you can't special summon monsters except win monsters. So we'll get to that in the extra deck. I'm also running 2 Alluring Mirror Split. So when a Harpie Lady you control is destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 Harpie Lady monster from your deck with different original name than the destroyed monster. If this card you control is destroyed by a Harpie card effect. So basically what you can do with this is you can actually chain some abilities. So I believe with one of the Harpie cards it targets specific cards, and then you can combo it with this. So when that happens, you can target 1 Harpie monster in the graveyard and special summon it. Next up, we're running 2 Harpie's Hunting Ground. Now, I'm only running 2 at the moment. I was debating on using 3, but I needed some room for other stuff, I admit. But yeah, you could definitely take out definitely take out like one of the alluring mirror splits. That's what you can do. Now for the generic cards. Next card of Demise. This is like basically a draw engine because we are running quite a few spells and traps, and we do want to like set them. 2 terraforming. Another way to look for. Actually, yeah, I changed that. I would actually run a third one. just thinking about that because we do have Harpie Queens and we do have terraforming. So yeah, add another Harpie's hunting ground. I admit. Then the Foolish Burial. Sometimes it's actually good to get a Harpie in the graveyard, like Harpie Oracle, that type of thing. So it also helps with Harpie's Feather Rest as well. Monster Reborn, and we're also running 2 more field spells. This is Swallow's Nest. So what this does is you can target one face-up Wing Beast monster, special summon the one Wing Beast type monster from your deck with the same level as attributed monster had from the field. So it's another way to like get out some Harpie combos. So that's the spell cards, but like I said, I think I would add another Harpie's Hunting Ground, just for the record. Now for the traps, fairly simple. 3 Harpie's Featherstorm. What I find a little bit amusing is that most people actually think that this card was printed for the first time in Legendary Duelist 4. It wasn't actually, it was first printed in Duelist Saga. Yeah, that's why it has that unique ultra rare. So basically what this card does, if you control a Wing Beast monster until the end of this turn, negate any monster effect your opponent activates. If you control a Harpie monster, you can activate this card from your hand. So that means obviously it will prevent it from being targeted. If this card in its owner's spell/trap is destroyed by another card effect, you can add 1 Harpie's Feather Duster from your hand, from your deck, or graveyard to your hand. Now that's interesting. It actually says there. It says there if this card is in your owner's spell and trap zone, you can actually get a Harpie's Feather Duster. Now that must mean like, I guess they must have future-proofed the card just in case Harpie's Feather Duster comes back. So that's interesting. The other Harpie trap we're running is 2 Historic Party. And the other traps we're running is 1 Incrus Attack, 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance just to slow your opponent down, just like Effect Veiler. And we're also running 1 Solomon Strike, because that's kind of a staple really. And now for the extra deck. First off, links. I'm not really a link player, I have to admit. But I do run links obviously because it's kind of needed in the game. Most of them, like the main links, I actually do not own, I admit. So these are the links that I've put in the deck, that sort of thing. So first off, Deco Talker. Then we have Borload Dragon, Proxy Dragon, Link Spider, Summon Sorceress. This got reprinted recently, so I thought I'd throw that in. Then we have Tomologic Bomber Dragon. So these are the links that I'm using. Like I said, I'm not really an expert in links. I don't have too many. If I did, I probably would have the Nightmares, I admit, but I currently don't have those. So hopefully we'll get some more budget. We'll get some more links printed in that Duelist Power set. But now for one which I actually am familiar with, links. Sorry, Exceeds. First off, we're running one of my all-time favourite link. Dang, I keep saying links now. First off, we're running one of my all-time favourite Exceeds. Make a Phantom Beast Draco Sack. Doesn't really need too much explaining, but that's the combo for Harpie's Pet Dragon and Harpie Chandler, I think it was. Yeah, I think that sounds right. So I'm only running 1 Link 7, I admit, at the moment, but you could run another one. And now for the rank 4s, because that's what I'm pretty much going for. Evil Storm Exoton Knight, Tornado Dragon. So you can actually bring that out using the wind restriction, something like that. Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon, possibly my favourite Exceed. Lightning Chidori, number 82 Heartland Draco, works quite well with the field spell, so you can attack your opponent directly. Number 39 Utopia, Harpie's Pet Phantasmal Dragon. I don't use this all the time, but it's just a nice option to have. And finally, Diamond Eye Wolf, because we do have winged beast type monsters, so it is definitely a usable card. So there is the Harpie Lady deck. There is the Harpie Lady deck. Is this deck supposed to be competitive? Maybe not, but it is a fun deck to play around with. I do admit one change that I would make is that I would put in another Harpie's Hunting Ground. Maybe take out Swallow's Nest. That might be the only change I would make. But yeah, and also there might be one or two other things you could throw in, especially the links. This is like the links is not really the most expensive, apart from maybe Borlo Dragon, I think. Yeah, maybe Borlo Dragon might be the more expensive card, but other than that, oh, and actually Dracosac, yeah, Dracosac, yeah, that's going to be expensive, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this deck profile. Like I said, it has been a very long time actually since I've done a physical deck profile. I might see if I'll do more of these in the future, because I do plan to update my Super Quantums when the new support comes out in May. I'm quite looking forward to that, because Super Quantums is definitely a fun archetype to mess around with. And yeah, we'll see what else happens in the meantime. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, then please make sure to like this video, and check out my other videos as well to see what my other deck profiles were like, and other openings as well. And please subscribe to the channel to know when the newest content will be coming out. I hope you've enjoyed today's deck profile, and for now, this is MrKingLiam, signing out.